the crank handles for the rear windows hit the roll bar.
Look at these beautiful door cards that I had to ruin.
Quick newsflash from the future, everybody. We are going to try to go to 2 episodes a week on Connie, maybe until she's done. We've got a lot of episodes that are happening. A lot of work is happening. So you can look forward to a Wednesday upload and a Saturday upload for the next few weeks, and maybe longer than that if we can keep this steam train rolling. All right, back to reality here, everybody.
This swing arm here is also pinching. Okay. There you go. Okay, whoa. Shit, now we missed the roller here though.
Okay, we'll come back up. There you go.
Okay, yeah, just
push it up.
God, there's just so little room. There you go, we're in.
Yep.
Okay. Careful here now. Yeah, we're good.
You get that swing arm in the back one that we don't have in there.
Yeah, so
we need to get that slider.
yeah,
on.
that slider wasn't.
Oh, it's in the groove
That
right now.
slider's already in the groove, so
Yeah.
we need to just where are the nuts? Like that. Does this swing arm go in front or behind? Oh, never mind. I see it right there. So now we need 2 studs for the bottom. This way. There's one. Oh my god. Freaking hell. This way. Yes. Just need to move that down. There we are.
This was not easy, but I think the best way is to come up from this bottom opening, and it's the crank handle poke through this hole here. So it's a bit of a fishing expedition. It's going to take me a minute or two, so bear with me, everyone.
Are you regretting the half cage here, DP? At
Yes.
this point?
The cage does not make it easier, that's for sure. And you made a good point earlier too, that the door cards that Christian made for us, we're gonna have to trim because they kind of hook around or come to the end of this opening, which the cage gets in the way of because of the gusset here. So we're discovering lots of things, and I'm also regretting this from the bottom approach because I don't think I can get my hand up in the opening to lift it up high enough to get into this hole. So
I can't even show people. It's so tight in there right now.
Anyway, there's a big hole up high that I think I can slide it in from the side on instead. So come in this way with the regulator rather than from the bottom. Just adjusting the position here on the crank to make it easier to get it through this upper opening. And it's all fun, as you can see. It's a really comfortable, easy job that just makes you love your life.
Yeah.
But it can be done. Because I did it on the other side, so it can be done. The problem now is it hits on this front rail, so I have to loosen the front rail to give me room to kind of squeeze it by. Oh my God.
I feel like we could shoot an entire episode on the install of this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and like I've mentioned before, the Celica guys all say this is the worst job there is on this entire car. So I do feel like once we've got this done, we've cleared a major hurdle, both physically and psychologically. All right, this handle sticking out here kind of gets caught in all these indents in the sheet metal here. So you kind of have to like take a route through all the low points to clear it. But it's like playing Pac-Man. You got to follow the route. And once you get there, you can see it just falls into the hole here. And now I just have 4 bolts to mount the regulator up and then connect a little arm and we're done. One other excitement we have related to the roll bar is the crank handles for the rear windows hit hit the roll bar. So Pete and I were talking about like, what do we do about it? I mean, honestly, I'm unlikely to really use the rear windows much. So maybe you just take this off, you know, do this a bunch of times to get it where you closed and then leave it there. But the other option we thought about is, since these are metal, maybe we can actually like cut the middle out, shorten this to be a little shorty crank, and then have it actually clear the roll cage. So you can see we'd have to take, you know, a couple of inches out of the middle of it. We'd have a little short crank. We'll look into that in the future. Maybe you see it in this series. Maybe it's something we do once the car is built. But these are the excitements of, you know, building a modified car with a roll bar in it. You just run into these kinds of things. It's just the reality of building a modified car. We're now moving on to installing all the trim around the rear quarter windows here so that we can get the adjustment or the position of the window correct so that it's sealing nicely against the window. And then we can move on to the fronts. But as you can see, step one is to fit this little chrome trim piece up over the edge here, which is held on with two tiny little Phillips screws from the backside, which if I drop in the window pocket here, it's gonna be a bad time for everybody. So pray for me.
You're not gonna do that.
I just need to make sure I'm using the... Oh yeah, it's the little hole, right? Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Come on, everybody. Pray for me. Pray for me. It's kind of going in the hole. There's paint in the hole, but it's working. All right, we got one. Got that one safety twist in there. Once you get that first turn in, ooh, you know you got it down. Next up, we've got these brand new weather strips, which I bought from Joel at Toy Sport. I don't know if he's still in business or not, but he's an old TRD USA guy, and he has a huge, or had a huge stash of OEM, you know, new old stock weather strips and stuff that I bought from him probably 5 years ago. But this does fit in to three little holes that pass through the chrome, and so it kind of clips in here. But you can see with the window here, it's going to be tight. But I'm going to have to jump in here so I can get a look at what I'm doing. Come on, buddy. Wow. There's one. Come on, you dirty bastard.
This is it here, right here.
Oh.
What were they thinking when they engineered this stuff?
I mean, they weren't thinking ease of installation for two dudes in 2023, that's for sure. Well, we adjusted the window back a little out of the way, and I'll see if I can...
Don't push on the glass.
No.
You're crazy, DP. You're crazy.
I know, but I can't get my...
Pop this one in first, I think, at
Okay.
this point.
That one went in real easy.
No. Got it. Got it. Got it. Come on. Come on.
Oh, I got it! Yahoo! All right, she snapped in. So...
This is my favorite part here. Look, they just tell you that you got to bend this up.
Yeah.
Just give it a bend.
Yep.
You got to give it a bend. There you go. Line it up. There.
Perfection.
That's it.
Perfection.
That was just, so easy. So easy.
This whole rear quarter window is pure drama and torture. Just attaching this upper chrome weather stripper. Look at the condition of these original screws that came out of Connie. Still freshly zinc coated on the top side. Yeah, the threads are a little rusty, but the part that shows still looks really good. Look at this bag with the Toyota General Parts logo on it. But this one actually did not come from Joel at Toy Sport. This one came from Connie Gleo 1975 on eBay. And it's a reproduction piece because right here on the label, you can see it says Sunpa Motor Parts, which I'm guessing is made in Thailand since that's where he's located. But looking at it, it is a very, very good replica. I can't really tell it apart from the OEM one that we ran on the other side. So let's see how it fits up, but visually it looks to be a very good replica. See, step one is to kind of get this rubber lip up underneath the chrome lip, and then, as Pete learned on the other side, come in with this plastic tool and kind of jam the bottom up inside this chrome channel. And you can see it actually sits really nice. I did speak out of turn though, because the OEM one has these bends built into it for these two corners. This one doesn't. Shouldn't make a big difference, I don't think, but it's not a perfect replica.
Now for the not so fun part here. Tweaking this glass to go in. You can see we're actually off to a good start. It's pretty close. It's supposed to go in that groove. There it goes. It's going in the groove, but
Yeah, right along here you can
see how down here it's not?
Yeah.
So this area here needs to like push itself out and then kind of tweak like that. It's tricky, man, and see, it needs to really come out. It's way too in on this side, so I have to like twist the glass out like that, and then you can see up here, it's still not going into the groove up here. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna, even time-lapsing this isn't gonna show you guys much. There's like 5 adjustment studs and nuts that you kind of have to play with to get this all done. It took me like an hour on the other side, so I've already had a dry run. I'm hoping that on this side, the lubed run will go quicker, right,
Well,
DP?
it's 3:21 right now, so we'll let you know how long it takes.
Okay. How long was that, DP?
That was exactly 25 minutes.
And I'm there. God, it's so annoying having to take this knob off and on every time to do the window up, but you can see
Yeah.
it goes in, it's tight, all around the edges. This trim certainly isn't as nice and kind of like plush. It's more rubbery than the other side. Felt like more foam and had a little bit more give. But anyways, we're in here. It's looking good. We may have to do a little bit of adjusting once we get the actual door glass in, because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to sit along here.
It does. And I
So-
need to order new rubber for here. That's the one trim piece that I didn't order.
Right. Yeah, it looks like there's a tiny little Phillips and this would come off.
Yep. So I'll order those
One
up,
can
but-
hope. So
Here's the little panel, and this is the original one off of Connie. And normally there's like, it's black down in these grooves around these 4 vents, and there actually are open slots in here to allow this. I guess this is like a fresh air inlet. I think it's also like a depressurization of the cabin, so when you close the doors, the air can escape quickly, so you don't get like that booming effect inside. Anyway, this, I gave a quick polish, but it's painted on plastic. I think this is plastic. And you can see like the chrome is coming off of it along the edges. So it's not in very good shape. I'm wondering if any of you out there in Celica land have one of these in better condition than mine. If you do, hit me up, Dave@speed.academy. Would love to buy it from you or work out some kind of exchange of product for Speed Academy goods or old DP hugs. I'm not above spooning for car parts, everybody.
come on. Look at these beautiful door cards made by Christian Rosas for us that I had to ruin. I'm sorry, Christian. Dave decided to pull a roll bar in his car, and that meant that these wouldn't fit up. I had to do a bunch of trimming back here, in here, and around here to get the roll bar in. This is actually for the driver's side. Passenger side one is drying, and Dave did pick up this window trim here that's supposed to fit up onto here. And I'm just gonna rant to you guys once again with the 70s era of design and engineering. So the way they want you to put this on is, you can see they have like these little, instead of plastic clips, they use these metal clips. And they're bent, and they have two little sharp points here. They're supposed to fit through this tiny little hole here. See, 4 holes, 4 right here. And you know what? I've been trying for like, 5 minutes now? Trying. And you can just, this one, you can, look, you slide it in. And then this one, I can kind of get in. See, it doesn't pop in all the way because there's leather there. Keeps popping off. And you kind of have to have them all lined up at once.
And this top part of the door card,
it's metal.
Is metal, and it's the OE piece that I sent to Christian when he made these door cards. So the holes should line up.
And when they do,
OE part to OE part, but
I'm trying to look at this. I'm trying to push it in. I don't even. It just doesn't work. For anyone doing this job in the future, what I have figured out is I've pulled. You can see as soon as I see a little bit of that spring poking through, I just grab it and pull it through. You can see right here. I'm going to do it on this one, and then hopefully just pull it in like that with a pair of pliers, like kind of wedge it through. Let's see. I think it's good, DP.
You finally won the battle.
There, it's done.
That was
20 minutes later, and it's
longer than fitting a window.
And it's in, and I did drill the holes out a little bit bigger, which I'm not sure is the right thing to do anyways, but you know what? It is what it is. It's on there. And when this is in place, it's gonna be pushing up against it, so we're gonna be good. But again, just, technology that you gotta wonder.
Well, end of day 7, fellas. It is almost 6 o'clock, which is our normal checkout time around here. And I've been working on the driver's side door before we show you the passenger side door coming together. That's kind of what we've been doing, practicing on the offside and showing on the other side.
Otherwise, these videos would be 6 hours and lots of cursing and swearing.
Yeah, we only need to show you the steps once, right? So it's been a struggle. I put the door handle in, which was a tight fit, and then, figuring out all the mechanisms in the door and hooking that all up, putting in the, the door handle and lock and all that. I don't have the lock cylinder yet, but that should be arriving tomorrow from Rock Auto. And this manual continues to come in handy, so thank you, Mike Santos. It's just a quick way to confirm the routing of things, to make sure we're not missing anything, to see that there's a gasket that normally goes under the door handle, which I don't have and cannot buy. So we're just gonna have a metal handle on a metal door and live with it. I guess you could maybe make your own gasket out of something, but it looks fine. There's no gap there. I don't think any water is gonna get in there. So I think we're good. All right, fellas, that is a wrap on this day and this episode, but I am crossing a few more things off the list. Feels good to get over the hurdle with those rear windows. Those quarter windows are a real struggle, as we've proven to you. And I hope you enjoyed this sort of deeper dive of us doing a lot of little fiddly jobs that we wouldn't necessarily show you, but we felt like this job in particular was such a struggle that we would share that with you guys. So in the next one, we will continue with the struggle, including the front doors, and of course, doing something about the rear seat area, which is gonna be a bit of a job. So excited to share that with you guys. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to drive fast, take chances, and never take advice from a man with a beard.